Hello everyone, welcome to Jeff and Paper Gary. It is Saturday, May 16th, about 2 o'clock I think, so getting a really late start today. Had some morning activities going on. My daughter, who is 16, just tested for her 3rd degree black belt in Taekwondo this morning, so that was really cool. She got her 3rd degree, very excited, very proud of her. Might show a little bit of clip at the end of that of some of the video from the action shots, but right now we're in the garage trying to make some progress on the airplane part. So I know it's been a while. I've missed you guys. I don't know if you've missed me, but I'm here today. So last weekend being Mother's Day kind of took me out for the weekend, trying to get as much stuff caught up this weekend before we head into holiday next weekend. So I do have Tubo parts from Vans, hoping that is the missing stiffener I need for the right elevator and the rivets that I was short for the rudder. So we can button those things up, get some of those eyelets in and get that rudder finished up, and then start making some progress on the elevators. Think that there's going to be a little bit of shaping on that one stiffener, some painting, and then some back riveting, and then we'll see where we get from there. I don't have a whole lot of time. As I said, it's a late start today, but I do have all day tomorrow, with the exception of maybe car wash and lawn mowing in there. But I'll get that knocked out early and be back in here so we can make some progress. So thanks for tuning in. Hang out. Let's see what we learn. Oh, I did forget to mention, on the subject of Oshkosh, so I did tell you guys last video, I think, or maybe the video before that, that I am making the trip to Oshkosh. There is a Boeing employee who is organizing a Boeing employees meetup at the Boeing Center there, I guess. I'm not really sure. I know Boeing has a big plaza, Boeing area. So if you are a Boeing employee and you are interested in that, check out the Insight group. There's a posting there on the post that I made about traveling to Oshkosh. So you can get in on that and then do a little meet and greet. And I think there's a group picture. So I have ordered some Boeing wear so that I can be in proper uniform when we take a group picture. Maybe you will too. Maybe we'll see you there. Okay, welcome back again, friends. This video is going to be a little scattered. I'm kind of running around cleaning up some things here. As you can see, I'm knocking out the rest of those pulled rivets in the rudder to close up that leading edge. And it's kind of hard to tell here from the video, but because it's sped up so much that some of those rivets are just kind of a struggle to get in there. The holes are clean and they're aligned and everything's good. I even checked it with a reamer just to make sure I didn't have anything in the way there. But there's like a little ledge or lip or edge on those rivets, and it kind of catches in the middle. So a little fidgety, but got them in there. Also, and it went by in a quick flash, you saw me hold up a box of the drawdown Colecos. Highly recommend these things. I don't know what I paid for these things. Bought them from Brown Tool. As you know, they're one of our local aviation tool supply companies here in OKC, and so they're very convenient for me to stop at on my way home from work. You may have heard Tim and Chris mention these things if you listen to their podcast. But the set I don't think was all that expensive. You're probably going to need more than 2 of these things. So I just bought the set, and they come in I think 4 or 6 of the each common size, right? So for -3s, -4s, -5s. So really handy, really nice when you really have to just kind of hold something together. There's a little gap and you want to make that up, and you can really tighten down on those things a lot better than some of the Colecos hold in. Switching gears now to this very problematic doubler plate for the trim tab electric actuator, the servo. And so for those of you that like to see me make mistakes, you're in for a treat, because I just trashed that part. I don't know if I realized it yet. I think I did, and I quickly threw it in the bin of shame. On that part, I forgot to dimple the holes that the screws go in. So I put all the nut plates in. Then you have to go dimple the hole. You have to countersink the holes, because there's a plate that goes over there, an access plate, and all the holes on the access plate are dimpled. And so if you dimple that, then you've got to do something on the mating side of that so that that plate sits flush. And I dimpled them when they should have been countersunk, machine countersunk. So that material is thick enough that they need to be machine countersunk. So for whatever reason, I machine countersunk the holes to hold the rivets in. Those are fine. I decided I was going to go dimple the holes for the screw. So anyway, I had to drill out 14 rivets because there are 7 nut plates in there. Get those things all out, and then I started dimpling those holes, or I dimpled all the holes, and started putting this thing back together, and then realized, oh heck, that's not going to work, because when you put the plate in there that has been dimpled, it didn't sit in there well enough. It didn't sit flush enough because that material is a bit thicker. So I didn't like it. I threw it in the trash, and with the dumb luck that I tend to have on these things, I had a spare one laying around because of the whole purchasing a used kit from somebody else, and he had extra parts, whether they part of the laser cut part issue where he just had a spare. I don't know. I had a spare one, so I'm going to get to work on that. But I held off on that because I think that the countersink bit that I need for that screw hole is not the same size as the dash 4 rivets. It's close, but it's not quite there. And what happens is that tends to wander around that hole and then just wallers it all out and makes a big ugly mess. So I'm not going to go do that on the part. I'm going to go do a little bit of research, figure out what size screw that is, then go get the right countersink bit. The rest of today is pretty unremarkable in that it's back riveting these stiffners in place. And if you haven't heard it before, back riveting is everybody's favorite method of riveting because it is so fast and it's so easy and it's relatively foolproof, although I managed to screw it up. So a couple of these things, and I was running out of time, so I was just kind of knocking out these rivets. There were 2 that were sitting just a little bit proud, and they are in the very trailing edge. So when you have to really open up that skin to get there, pulling that top skin up to get access to it with your rivet gun causes the bottom skin to buckle. And if you're not really consciously holding that material down and riveting, you're going to get a rivet that pushes back a little bit and sits a little proud and doesn't seat as it should. And it took me a little while to figure this out. As you'll see, I think, a spoiler alert, in the next video, I drill those things out multiple times because it took me a while to learn. I guess I'm a little slow on the uptake there. But eventually got those things in. So all the stiffners are in on both the left and right elevator, making good progress there, and we'll be moving on, and you'll see what we do in the next video, which will be recordings that took place last Sunday. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to turn it back over to narrator Jeff, or real-time Jeff, I forget what his name is, and he'll do the closeout for the video. So thanks again. See y'all next time. All right, friends, it's getting a little late in the day, and I'm closing up shop. So got quite a bit of work done, but had to undo some work. I'm sure narrator Jeff will fill you in on the details of that one. But we made pretty good progress. At least I'm happy with what I got done today in the limited time that I had. So stiffners are all installed in the elevators, both the left and the right side. And tomorrow, I'll be back in the garage working on the skeleton, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully there's not too much involved in the right rudder and we can get that one zipped up. That would be great. And then the left one is a little bit more involved because the access plate, the doubler, and the cover plate and all the crap that goes in there for the trim servo, which I need to go order one of those because I really don't care for the one that I have. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. This is Jeff and Paper Gary out.